You can't sit like that. Nope, not like that either. Put your legs out. No, not that close to the camera.
Not ready.
Okay, so when you do Q&As, you have to give good answers, not too long, not too short. You have to look at the camera, not look at me. Be careful offending anyone, and sit up straight. Ready?
You're already recording.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special guest. This is, you guys guessed it, my husband. Husband, say hi to my friends.
Hello, world.
He is a little nervous, I think. Are you nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's nervous. So you guys are gonna have to definitely give my husband, Jake is his name, some love down in the comments for doing this video for you guys. So I surveyed a bunch of you over on Instagram. Actually, a lot of you guys requested this video. You wanted a homeschooling dad Q&A. So I have the questions here on the phone. I got like 25 questions, so we're gonna do our best for him to answer all of these questions. Have I shown you the questions?
Nope.
He has not seen the questions, so they are gonna be organic answers, which could either go really right or really wrong.
They're really right.
Really right. Okay, so make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up for my hubby being brave and making his debut on my channel. And if you want to give him some feedback down in the comments below, we would of course love that. One other side note, today is our 12-year wedding anniversary and we are filming a YouTube video for you guys. Did you ever think 12 years ago on our anniversary you would film a YouTube video?
Not a chance.
We did go to lunch first, so now we're filming a YouTube video. And what are our kids doing?
Surviving downstairs.
Really A+ parenting. They're downstairs. We don't know what they're doing, but they know better than to come bang on the door while we do this Q&A. So we're gonna get rolling right here. I apologize if I ruin anyone's Instagram name. I'm gonna ask the questions and then you just give your honest answer.
All right.
It's easy enough. Okay, Hagatha, I think that's her name, says, I'll give you some of the easy ones first.
Okay.
Okay, do you help teach any subjects?
Honestly,
Yes.
no.
No.
But I used to. I used to take over the reading every day when Ashlee was like either personal training or teaching her class or just having to get away. I would take over the reading part of the curriculum.
So last year when we were doing Sunlight, I was personal training clients usually Mondays and Wednesdays. So I would usually leave him Post-it notes with like, please read X chapter. And he would do the reading with the kids on his days off. But this year, not too much.
Nope. But in the beginning, I tried to be more involved, but it became like the substitute teacher mentality of
I was going to let
kids,
you say that,
okay,
not me.
well, the kids just acted like I was the substitute teacher and then try to get away with different things, and I just became really frustrated. And Ashlee would come home and have to deal with me too versus an easy transition of escape or a getaway. So.
Yeah, so that wasn't working the best. And I think that it's just like anything, when your kids go to public school, they get used to their teacher and the way that they do things. And so when I was doing math a certain way or science a certain way, and then he was trying to come in and teach it and help out, they weren't really receiving that well, and it was just causing a lot of frustration. So we decided, for his sanity and mine and the kids, that it's just better if we leave most of the schooling to me, but still reading sometimes the read alouds at night for bedtime and stuff like that. So
the comment, "Mom doesn't do it this way," got pretty old pretty fast.
He's very honest, you guys. He doesn't like hearing mom doesn't do it this way. Okay, same person, Hagatha. Were you on board in the beginning with our decision to homeschool, or did it take convincing?
It took a lot of convincing, and she probably honestly would have did it a year before. Then we decided if it wasn't for me. I like routine and using the best options, so we tried one more like charter school before I kind of gave her like the okay of like, this is what God's kind of directing us. I'm kind of a stubborn child when it comes to this stuff.
True. Okay. Amy C C. Sweeney asked, do you appreciate your wife more now that you've seen videos of her? Okay, so this is a good question. First of all, do you watch my videos?
Yes. Maybe not all of them.
Do you appreciate your wife now that you've seen videos of me teaching the kids?
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of always appreciated how hardworking Ashlee is. She's always been like a kind of sacrificial mom, but I guess more of a sense of pride now versus appreciation. I'm just proud of her. Like, she can just grow into this homeschooling mom, and there's so many fears and doubts in the beginning.
Oh, that's nice. Purely Parsons says, how did your expectations regarding the upkeep of your home change when your wife began to homeschool? Tell the people the truth.
The house is still pretty clean.
Tell them the truth. You guys, I don't say that to be like, oh, I'm so awesome. It's just in my DNA.
Yeah.
I don't function in chaos and disorganization well. And if I try to like not dust on a Wednesday when there's dust everywhere, then all I can think about while I'm teaching history is that there's 3 inches of dust over there. So I would just rather take care of the dust. But we jokingly call him the kind of the janitor because you do clean more.
Groundskeeper dad.
He's the groundskeeper of the school because you do clean more because I'm doing school with the kids.
Yeah, and then I've kind of figured out that a clean floor makes her anxiety kind of go down.
Yes,
so.
These are important things. The floors, he's good at the bathrooms,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's a give and a take because I definitely can't do it all myself. I try, but I can't. So Reagan Brianna, I think, what are your best tips to keep like her husband or the dad involved in the schooling process? So like what tips would you give?
I mean, I think you honestly have to be like more of an encourager to the kiddos because they're not going to get that positive reinforcement that you would get from like grades at school. So I think it's really important that dad is the biggest cheerleader of the kids and making sure each compliments like unique to the individual child.
So encourage her. And for the mom too, if she's doing the teaching.
Yeah, big time.
He's talked me off many of cliffs.
Yeah.
This one is from Veroni. Veroni Canquiniguez. I don't know. How would you say that?
You murdered that one pretty good.
She said, do you have an internet filter for your kids? And if so, what is it?
I don't know.
Do we have
But we limit the internet so much in media and electronics that I really don't have to worry about it, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. We don't have like on our TV when we had Direct TV, we had like parental locks on certain things.
Yeah.
But as far as the internet goes, what he said is true. Like our kids just are not allowed to like freely roam on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, I feel it's eventually coming with having an 11-year-old.
Yeah.
But
so we'll probably have to
that.
put some safeguards in place by then, but right now it's just we have a family computer and it's in one place and they don't have phones or anything where they would be like on the internet and we wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Amy Turner 29 says, what is the number one way you support your wife as she homeschools?
Oh.
Number one.
That's a good one. I'm the yes man. So like if she needs time away, girls' night, anything extra done in the house, it's automatic yes. No ifs, ands, or buts. No matter how bad my day was at work or how drained I am, if she needs time away, then it's automatic yes, no matter what she wants to do.
That's true. Megan Slimick says, okay, this is not a homeschooling dad question, so we'll skip that one. Kayla L. German asks, do you actually look at the content, meaning like the insides, or like know about what curriculum I choose? Talk a little louder.
I felt I was pretty involved with the Sunlight curriculum, but this year I haven't really had a chance to dive in because we sort of just started. But me and Ashlee share pretty much the exact same ideals, and I trust her discernment to like any red flags, or if she has a question, we can maybe like dive in together. But pretty confident in her decision making with this one. She's kind of shown a lot of maturity over the years that I just fully on trust her to do it.
But we did, when I announced my curriculum to you guys here on YouTube and I got like so many comments, I did pull out the history and say, look through this. Do you see anything weird?
Oh, yeah.
Just like concerning like LDS or anything like that.
Yeah,
so you
red
did.
flags and stuff.
So you did like scan through it.
Yeah.
But okay. So let's see what the next one is. CL Hill 24 said, "Does your husband take part in school, and if so, how much and how often?" He already answered that. Currently just doing like the read alouds if I need him to. I have stopped working at the gym, so I am here now. And it's just easier if I do it, basically. He said that already. S Brownin 87 asked, how involved are you? We've answered that. Megan Galvin said, does he step in as teacher when needed? So let's say I was sick one day and I was like, can you please do school with the kids? Would you do it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I think he would do it if I asked him or needed him to.
Yep, a lot of patience, a lot of prayer, and a lot of coffee.
Raising Grazos said, did he ever struggle with how to explain to family or coworkers why we chose to homeschool? This is good. Talk louder.
No, that is a good question.
Coworkers, start there. Did you struggle to tell anyone that we homeschooled?
No, it was more of a kind of be bold to be different and go against the grain. And I was just kind of like proud that we're stepping out in faith and maybe like lead by example and set the tone. So honestly, it's like kind of a sense of pride that we're just taking ownership of our kids' education and doing the best we can with like no regrets. So I wasn't really afraid of it or scared of it. I was kind of like, I have to be cognizant of like how gentle I am with delivering the information, because I don't want to be offensive or especially like female coworkers who are moms who naturally have self-guilt, I would imagine, with their kids' education. So I kind of like explain what we're doing and like really reiterate that it's not meant for everybody. Everyone's called to different things, but definitely a sense of pride.
And then family.
Yeah.
Were you like scared to tell them when we decided, or?
No, I think we're at the point where it's
our family,
kind of
our
like,
choices.
Yeah, our ownership of it, and I honestly think the family's like more proud that we're doing it differently.
Yeah, now I think they've seen, I think initially they were kind of like, what? Like, how is that even going to work? But now that we've been homeschooling so long, they've seen like how well the kids have done and how much they've learned. And I feel like it's even opened their eyes to another form of education, that it's not like these weird homeschoolers that you hear about with kids, just the classic fears and worries that people who don't know a lot about homeschooling worry about.
Yeah, and didn't my dad say, I always wanted to homeschool you as a kid?
Yeah, actually, his dad did say that. They were like ahead of their times.
Skip a generation.
His dad did say that he always kind of wished that they had homeschooled him and his two sisters. So that was kind of cool. But the thing about homeschooling for us was we were pretty confident in the decision because, like he said, it took, like, we thought about it and we were gonna do it, and then we chickened out, and then we didn't do it, and then we saw that that wasn't right. And so by the time we decided, both of us, to do it, we were like, we're doing it, and we don't really care what anybody thinks about it.
Clear. And we had like kind of a good fellowship with another family that were homeschoolers, that were pretty normal. That
they kind of showed us.
Yeah, they kind of encouraged us to do it too, and it's kind of like set the example.
Yeah. Okay, the mess called Jess said, what were your initial concerns about homeschooling? Like financially, were you concerned at all? Or like this weird stigmas around homeschooling, were you concerned with any of that?
Yeah, I mean the normal questions of socialization of kiddos, or your own like preconceptions of how homeschool kids supposed to act, or kind of the fear of like what curriculum we're going to use, or are they learning enough?
Yeah, that was a big one.
but like going through like college and stuff, it's pretty self-motivating. So I kind of saw like the correlations between being at home and having that self-commitment to study and be dedicated as like transitioning to college versus like high school, middle school is like pretty regulated. You have to be there, attendance.
And were you worried about anything financially?
No, because I mean, honestly, like it seems like public schools ask for a lot of donations. I mean, because they need it, but it seemed like it'd be about the exact same.
And he has always been the primary breadwinner for the family. That's something that we established long ago, when it wasn't that easy. It's a lot easier now to live off of just his income, but that was like a priority to us, and so we had already set that in place. So me working part-time at the gym was purely just like for play money, or just really because I enjoyed it more so than it was for financial reasons. So when I decided to homeschool, we weren't like losing an income or anything like that. I feel like if that were the case, that would probably be more difficult.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy transition.
Yeah. Earth Zero Heather said, do you help with any subjects? We answered that. Red Poppies for Me said, how does dad deal with the fact that homeschooling takes lots of time, effort, and energy from mom? This is a good question. This is a really good one. So talk loud so they can hear you.
Our foot rubs apart. Part
no,
of that.
Meaning like when I've had a really hard day, how do you deal with it? Because I'm kind of tapped out. Be honest with the people.
It's a tough one.
That is hard.
I mean, I wouldn't say that I 100% handle it the best every day.
Who can?
But I try to just give that encouraging word when she needs it, and when she's ready to give up, be like, what are we doing this exactly for? Like, be there to remind her, and that she's actually doing a really good job when she can't see it herself. I'm on the outside kind of looking in.
Yeah. Just
kind of reminding her that you actually are doing really well, and you've taught 2 of the kids how to read from scratch. Like, that's pretty awesome.
And that's true, is like some days you just need, like when people work full-time employment, you get feedback from your boss and feedback from your employer on how you're doing and how you're measuring up. But homeschooling literally is a full-time job. And even though, I believe it's eternal work and the reward will probably not be fully received here in this earth, like sometimes you do need that encouragement, like on a really hard day, like you're doing awesome. Or sometimes I'm like, why am I so tired? And he's like, why could you possibly be so tired? But do you feel like it's like changed our marriage, or like do you feel like it's had any impact on me and you?
I think everything kind of grows you closer together when you handle it like responsibly, and just, I just want her to, I feel bad when she gets burnt out, honestly. So I encourage her to get away from the house as soon, whenever she needs to, schedule those pedicures or coffee dates with friends. And
that helps a lot too, because part of it is like, you don't want to be like, sometimes it's just you get so tired you don't even know like what you need. So he'll say like, it's been a really long time since you went and did this or that, and just kind of always lets me know that I have permission to go do what I need to do, and that helps a lot.
Yeah, or even just going to the gym, or
the gym,
you taking the kids to practice versus you having to go, and
it's little things. Like if you're a homeschooling dad or you're a mom that's showing this to your homeschooling husband, it really is those little things that really help. Like if you just need 2 hours by yourself, then husbands take them to practice or whatever. It doesn't always have to be like these grand gestures. It's like small stuff.
Yeah, and like when he told me like I'm going to be doing an interview, I just try to like get the balls wheeling in my head, and like my curriculum like impact isn't that much, but I feel like I'm committed to like not doing anything like for me. Like I'm not gonna go out with other guys, like guy trips and stuff like that, because I want to be like fully committed to Ash and the kiddos, that they're being fed and nourished first, besides me. Like occasionally I get to go have fun or whatever, but I feel like
fantasy football is fun.
It is fun, But I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna try to be demanding that I need to do this or that, but I feel like you guys deserve more of me. Like, be present on my off days and be there, be available for you, and not necessarily like be entitled because I work a lot or.
So what you're saying is homeschooling has made you more self-sacrificing too.
Yeah.
Okay, we're almost done. He's doing good, right, guys? Hit the thumbs up right now. Okay, how do you Runner Chick 20 said, how do you overcome the stigma that homeschooling kids are going to be antisocial weirdos?
Well, maybe they'll be weirdos just being our kids and regardless. Like,
people are weird.
Yeah, I mean, I just want them to have
okay, but like, how do
identity.
you overcome the antisocial thing? Like, what do you think? Do you think, first of all, do you think our kids are antisocial?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, with social media and homeschool groups and field trips and
Youth
church
groups,
sports teams, family, I mean, they're around more kids than I kind of ever really expected.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a fear in the beginning before we learned about homeschool groups and like play dates and stuff like that and all these field trips, and I'm actually kind of jealous that they get to go to all these cool things that
and don't you think too, like, by our kids just being who they are and living, they're helping break those stigmas of like what homeschooling used to be versus what it is now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because people see our kids out, and our kids are not perfect, but they do always comment, like other people comment on how nice so-and-so was, or, you know, whatever. And I feel like that's why we are so open about the fact that we homeschool, to help break down those stigmas, because we had them, we thought them. And so just by living and sharing our life, that's a lot of what we're doing. And our kids do it too, in the way that they just are normal kids.
Yeah, and they have each other to
and you can, right. And cousins, and it just, there's no limit. Okay, Always Room for More's said, is there a subject that you find more important than the others for the kids to focus on? Out of all the subjects.
Of all, like, the basic subjects?
No, just like everything I teach in homeschool.
I really like the Bible study and reading.
Yeah.
That, I think, just creates that routine of diving into the Word and focusing on it and making it like a priority in your daily life.
And learning how to do it when you're a kid.
Yeah, how to navigate the Bible, and, you know, just stuff that's hard when you're an adult to get in that routine, that maybe as a kiddo it's how it always was.
Yeah, it's easier for sure.
Yeah, and it creates that open questioning.
Yeah.
Like
safe environment to ask hard questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so Bible
study.
study.
Yeah, my most valuable.
That's actually mine too. That's actually like the number one reason why I decided to homeschool, was because I felt like the discipleship with my kids was lacking, because I just didn't have time to do it. Okay, the last question we have. Actually, there's a bonus question at the end, so we're almost to the last one. What encouragement or advice would you give other dads of homeschooled families? So you already said be available.
Yeah. Be an encourager.
Be
available.
an encourager. Do the little things like clean the floors, take a kid to practice, do the read aloud if your wife needs it. Suggest that she gets alone time. What else? Did you say anything else? That might be all. Those would probably be the biggest pieces of advice.
Yeah, just be ready to pick up a different role than maybe you're used to, and get away the stigmas that you might have to put on the rubber gloves and
clean a bathroom.
Clean a bathroom.
He cleans a bathroom. Yeah. He's better at it than me.
Yeah, your garage time might be like kitchen time.
Okay, and then the bonus question, I don't have his Instagram handle, but it's actually a homeschooling dad who follows me.
Oh, cool.
And he asked, because he is the teacher to the kids, so he teaches the kids, and the mom is the working person.
Man, that sounds really good.
He wants to trade spots with you. Okay, so he said basically, like, what do you think about the fact that everything homeschooling is related to moms and women versus like dads, and there are dads out there who are homeschooling. He's not the only one. So when he sent that question, I sympathize with him, because everything in homeschooling is geared toward the mom and the mother of the household. So like, what do you think about that?
I mean, I kind of feel bad for them.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, hang in there, soldier. I mean, you're doing a good job, but yeah, I mean, I feel bad for them because it is like,
isolating.
Yeah, typically it's stay-at-home moms that, I guess the stereotype, get-togethers and stuff like that. So it's probably really hard to have fellowship with other guys that are going through it. But man, you're definitely a unique character that you can actually like grasp the impact that you're having on your kiddos and like sacrificing. Like, I mean, my hat's off to him because I honestly couldn't handle it.
So he feels for you. And I do too, because it's just the majority of us are women, which I'm sure you understand. So that would be really difficult. But do you think you could homeschool our kids if you had to? Like if the roles were reversed? Tell the people the truth.
Oh, no, not a chance.
He said that before.
Yeah, no.
That's not news to me. I knew that.
Yeah, I don't think I'm equipped.
But I try to tell him God equips you. No one's equipped.
Yeah, probably. Like, yeah, I mean, I probably could if I had to.
But it wouldn't be what you chose.
But I'm way behind the learning curve right now.
All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A with my husband. Thanks for doing this.
No, it was kind of fun, but I mean, yeah, thanks for always giving back to the family and the kiddos. And
He said
yeah,
it's our anniversary.
Well, yeah, I mean, 12 years ago, I didn't think we'd be on this journey, but
I know. 12 years ago today, we were getting married in a courthouse, and today we are sitting here filming a Q&A for YouTube talking about homeschooling. It's been a crazy journey, but we're lucky and blessed to share it with you guys. So I hope that this helps. I hope that this answered some of your guys' questions. I hope it encourages any homeschooling dads out there or any moms who feel like they need a homeschooling dad like him to relate to. I hope that this video does whatever it's intended to do. So you'll be seeing more of my cute little husband on our anniversary trip. We will be filming that, which he's really excited about.
yeah. Just don't unsubscribe to me. I couldn't carry the burden of ruining your channel.
He said, what happens if I put up this video and I lose 10,000 subscribers? Because isn't that sad? No one's going to unsubscribe. So thanks for watching, you guys. If you have any questions, post them down below. I feel like you're going to be looking at the comments section on this video.
No, I'm going to avoid it. I couldn't take the negative criticism.
Don't say anything mean. Don't say anything mean. Bye, guys.